Hello everyone, your girl Tay here, and I'm bringing you another Let's Talk Wild podcast episode. Today is April 6, 2023, and this is episode 24, Down the Rabbit Hole, Relevant Rabbits in Pop Culture. For this episode, I'll discuss how rabbits have left their mark on pop culture, whether it be in TV shows, movies, anime, video games, internet memes, and even hip-hop. The rabbit continues to be relevant in different art forms and spaces. But before we get into that, make sure you guys follow and subscribe to the podcast on all podcasting and social media platforms. Also, head to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and check out some videos over there once you're done over here. Y'all already know the drill. Now, let's talk wild. I know some people are celebrating Easter this coming weekend, and others are celebrating the Anglo-Saxon and German goddess of dawn, spring, and fertility, Easter. And in the spirit of these festivities, I wanted to discuss the rabbits in pop culture. We all know the famous rabbits like Peter Rabbit, the hare that lost a race against the tortoise, Thumper from Disney's animated movie Bambi, Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh, who was always grumpy and didn't feel like being bothered by Winnie the Pooh and the rest of them. He didn't have time. He was over it. He just couldn't be bothered. Like, I totally get that now as an adult. Like, I do. Rabbit, I'm here with you. I'm here with you now, Rabbit. I get it. Like, you don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. Okay? The Trix rabbit from the Trix cereal. How many of you have eaten that cereal, and do you still eat it? I used to love it as a kid, but it tastes so different now. It's a hard pass for me. It's definitely not on my list of cereals to eat in the middle of the night during, one of my long insomniac nights. Like, no, I'm not grabbing this cereal to eat. Like, absolutely not. But shout out to the Trix rabbit, because they, a lot of rappers, use the Trix for kids, line, So that was like a moment in pop culture, that, still stands the test of time, because I'm pretty sure more and more rappers will always use it. It's just always a phrase. And, sometimes you might catch them old heads that might be saying that Trix is for kids. Like, who? Like, chill. No, like, seriously, for real. But we also have the white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Quick question. Do you guys like the original book, the Disney cartoon movie, or the Tim Burton directed movie of Alice in Wonderland? Leave a comment on the Let's Talk Wild YouTube channel, or if you want to join my Discord community, leave a comment on the YouTube community tab or YouTube video, and I'll send you the link. But for me, I have to go with the Tim Burton directed movie. I love Tim Burton films, and I enjoyed Johnny Depp as the Mad Hatter. I remember dragging my boyfriend at the time to the movies to see this, even though he did not care to see it. But, he definitely fell asleep while I watched it, which was okay. I was okay with that. He showed his support by buying the movie tickets, my snacks, and my drinks, so I could enjoy my experience of watching Alice in Wonderland, okay, with the big speakers and all the fancy chairs and stuff at the movie theaters, okay? Like, yes. And of course, we have Bugs Bunny and his girl, Lola Bunny. They played basketball with Michael Jordan and LeBron James in the Space Jam movies. Like, they are legit rabbit icons. Like, you cannot take that away from them. They are icons. But let's not forget the Tiny Toons. Oh my goodness. Buster and Babs, which are under the Warner Brother Animation, their company or whatever. But I remember spending my childhood sitting in the AC during these hot summer days, eating snacks and watching the Tiny Toon Adventure Show. That was also produced by Steven Spielberg, if you guys didn't know. I personally enjoyed their show more than the Looney Tunes, because they had more like of dialogue to me in their storylines, and they were funny. Like, they had some real good funny moments. Like, the regular Looney Tunes never was really that funny, but Tiny Toons was funny. It had great dialogue. And, Steven Spielberg, did his Doug Dizzle, did his thing, did his Toon Dizzle, okay, period. Okay, now on to one of my favorites, Roger Rabbit from the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He is always, y'all, listen, I want y'all to listen to me. He is always overshadowed by his wife, Jessica Rabbit. Okay? Miss Jessica. But let's put some respect on Roger's name because without him, there would be no Jessica Rabbit. Okay? You wouldn't have this woman with this nice gown on and looking so stunning and running around, trying to make sure her dude, like she was the original ride or die, okay? Period. In animation. Correct me if I'm wrong. But she was like, my man ain't do this. We're not doing this. My man didn't do this. I am going to ride this out, sir. Detective, come help me. Because, no, they framed my man. Like, no, this is not happening. But, he just gets overshadowed by her all the time. And every time I see someone cosplay Jessica Rabbit, Roger is always missing. I hate it. If you ain't got a man to dress up as Roger, get one of your friends to do it, male or female. We don't care. But the disrespect has to stop. Stop playing with Roger. Stop playing with him. Today, we addressing it. We addressing it. The rabbit in the room. We addressing it. Okay? Stop playing with Roger. This is a PSA. I want to see more Rogers in cosplay, Halloween costumes, whatever. Just do him right. Thank you. Now, we have Buster Baxter from the cartoon Arthur. He has become a meme and a GIF icon these last couple of years. I grew up watching Arthur, and I never thought as an adult I would be using Buster or any of the other characters as a way to describe current events and my adult feelings. And despite Arthur no longer being aired, their last episode was on February 21st, 2022. Generations will keep them alive through the internet with this continued use of memes and GIFs, okay? So, may they live on. Now, let's talk about rabbits in video games. We have the Raving Rabbids. They were originally characters from the Rayman games, but grew in popularity and was able to, branch off. And now they have their own games. They give big minion energy. I don't know. I don't care to look at them or, I'm not interested in anything involving them. But they're very popular. That's why we're talking about them. These next two rabbits that I'll be talking about are my favorite because I am a Pokemon trainer and I want to be the very best like no one ever was. Doom, doom, doom. Okay, period. But first up, we have the Fire Rabbit Score Bunny, who evolves into Reboot, and then its final evolution, Cinderace. And next up, we have the popular Water Fairy Rabbit, Azumarill, who evolves from Marill. This Pokemon is very popular in the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video games. Its dual typing makes it a great Pokemon to use in raids. I don't personally use it because I like to give some other, Pokemon some shine, during the raids. I like going into the raids and having, a different array of Pokemon. I don't want to see 4 Azumarills. Okay? No. Let some of the other Pokemon get some shine. Oh my gosh. Like Azumarill literally is has a huge following and fan base in the Scarlet and Violet Pokemon video games. Seriously, it's crazy. Now, since Pokemon is considered an anime also, that leads us to Eminem Rabbids. Okay, I got some help with these topics, okay? And I'm gonna shout out my friends at the end once we get through it. We have Carrot from the One Piece manga and anime. She is a mink rabbit that is a great leader, fighter, and ally to Luffy's Straw Hat Pirates. And of course, she loves to eat carrots. She was one of the most named anime rabbits listed by my friends. I have Rumi, also known as Mirko from My Hero Academia manga and anime. She was another popular choice. She's a tough and courageous pro heroes fighter. Her quirk is the rabbit, which gives her the abilities of a rabbit like excellent hearing and extreme leg strength. Her character is popular among women cosplay. Yes, I seen those pictures, honey. Yeah, they did her right. They did her right. So I appreciate it. I love it, so she looks good. The girls that cosplay her look good. So I'm here for it. Lastly, we have Haru, the white dwarf rabbit from Beastars, who is not only cute but outspoken in the manga turned anime series. From the reviews and some thoughts from people I know who watch Beastars, either you like the show or you don't like it and you think it's weird. And my friend Floyd says he thought it was, Zootopia, but taking it too far. My friend James says, he thought it was a bit weird. And my friend Buddha says it seemed to be all over the place. One minute it's a rom-com. The next minute it's a thriller, then a fake action movie. And he couldn't get with the characters either. Like, it was all over the place. I've watched it and I'm split down the middle. It's like an animated furry show. But warning, the show is not for children. It's definitely an adult anime. Thank you to my friends for the help during this category for the podcast. Shout out to my friends. Make sure y'all follow them on Twitch. We have Floyd on Twitch at _Floyd. It's DA_FLOYD for gaming streams. We have James on Twitch and Instagram at Hero1Cosplay, HERO1 COSPLAY for gaming and cosplay stuff. Lastly, we have Lowkey_Buddha. It's LOUKI_BOODA on Twitch for gaming streams. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much. Next up is Hip Hop Rabbids. We have Vice Lord and Gary, Indiana's very own rapper Freddie Gibbs, whose nickname is Big Boss Rabbit. Rabbids can be found all over his endeavors, his rap lyrics, his music videos, and his merchandise. Like, it's his whole brand, period. Freddie Gibbs, Big Boss Rabbit, Freddie Kane. He was my most listened to artist for 2022. I'm a huge fan of his music and his acting. Sometimes you find people that just have the it factor. Well, Freddie Big Boss Rabbit Gibbs has it, no doubt about it. Last but not least, we have Eminem's character, B Rabbit from the movie 8 Mile. His real name was Jimmy Smith Jr., but in the movie, Jimmy's mother says he got the nickname Rabbit because as a child, he had big teeth like a bunny rabbit. Y'all know that movie is iconic and a classic that won't get old. B Rabbit said, yeah, they call me Rabbit. This a turtle race. He can't get with me spitting this itch, wickedy, lickety, shot, spickety, split, lickety. So I'm going to turn around with a great smile and walk my white back across 8 Mile. I hope I did that justice. If not, you know what? I tried. Whatever. But we really went down the rabbit hole, and I'm happy that you all could join me for this journey. Let me know how you feel about today's topic, down the rabbit hole, relevant rabbits in pop culture. Leave a comment on the Let's Talk About Instagram page and YouTube channel. Make sure you guys follow and subscribe to the podcast on all podcasting and social media platforms. Love yourself, one another, your pets, and the animals. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.